Welcome to Module 4 of our course. In this module, we'll discuss enhancing and optimizing LLM applications. Before we start improving our application, it's essential to decide how to evaluate the effectiveness of these changes. Evaluating LLM applications is a challenging task due to stochastic and unstructured nature of their outputs. Reza Shabani from Replit mentioned in a podcast interview that when training their code language model, they did a vibes check by manually prompting and assessing its outputs. Vibes check might be a quick and subjective way of assessing model improvements, but it's not ideal if you want to objectively compare tens or hundreds of experiments. To automate the evaluation process, we can use another LLM in a model-based evaluation. In this approach, we gather a dataset of questions and corresponding ideal answers. Ideally, these questions are coming from a production service, and ideal answers are manually annotated by experts. We can also use a synthetic dataset, like the one we created in a previous module. We feed this dataset to our application, which generates an answer. The evaluation LLM then judges if a generated answer is correct, which we can summarize as an overall accuracy metric. Another promising method involves a more granular evaluation. Here we need to extract a set of specific items to validate for each query. Each example may have a different set of tests. For example, when evaluating one bot, we can check for specific API calls and see if they are included in a model response. This approach requires more effort, but can yield more robust results. Finally, collecting user feedback and tracking performance in production is also fundamental. In the case of our bot, we allow users to provide feedback via thumbs up, thumbs down reaction. We can then monitor the percentage of positive or negative reactions over time. In this case, it's critical to be able to track performance to a specific version of our application. And in our case, we use weights and biases artifacts to version control our application. When we decide on a consistent and ideally automated evaluation approach, we can explore techniques for enhancing and optimizing our LLM applications, and this will be the topic of our next chapter.